What's going on? It is May 22nd, 2018. It's your boy Jack, and in this video I found two niches, one that has an 8 on the Keylitic scale and one that has a 10. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into this video and show you which niches you need to be selling in right after this video. Alright, time to bust out those fancy wine glasses because our first niche is wine.
2 shots of vodka.
So wine seemed like it was a good niche, so I'm going to show you what I got in my cabinet right now. I'm not really making that YouTube guru money with 83 subscribers yet. So we have that Wild Hair Legendary Chardonnay California. The year is 2015. It's a $7 bottle of wine because, like I said, at 83 subscribers, that's really all I can afford right now. But enough of ripping on my finances. Let's see what this niche has to offer. Okay, so let's go over what Keylitic is telling us about the wine niche in general. We're saying the demand is seasonal, so it's not popular year-round, but right now it seems like it's pretty popular because it is hot. So it's not red hot, but it looks like, according to Keylitic, there's a lot of searches right now with wine, so that's really good. The trend is emerging, so it looks like we're actually starting to increase some searches as well. And then we get a Keylitic score of 8. So again, anything that's 7 to 10 is considered a really good opportunity. So this looks like a really solid niche. Let's just look around together and see if we can find any cool things. So let's see. We have wine opener at 10, wine glasses, wine rack, wine stoppers, gifts, aerator, a wine tumbler. I have no clue what that is. That sounds fancy. And wine decanter. Yeah, I have no clue what some of these things are. But these are, I guess, what people are looking for. These are what's selling. These are what people are searching for. So, you know what, let's see what a wine tumbler is, because I have no clue. Let's just see what Amazon has to say what a wine tumbler is. What the heck is this? I still don't know what it is. Okay, well, if you guys know what that is, it looks like this is getting a lot of sales and it's moving products. So if you guys can find a nice wine tumbler, maybe look into selling that. Wine aerator, I also don't know what that is. So let's see what that is. I don't do too much drinking, so I'm not well versed in some of these things. Oh, okay, I guess this is what uppity, upscale people drink when they have their wine. Because you can't just drink wine from the bottle. You have to pour it out of a glass funnel, because I guess that makes your wine taste better. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sales. I guess there's some wine aficionados. If you guys know what those are, that's something that looks like is selling really well right now. And then wine decanter. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, so sorry for my wine snobs out there. What is that? Wow, that is fancy as hell. Okay, so it looks like if you're going to be selling in the wine niche, it looks like we have the things that are most popular are these fancy kind of high-end glass accessories. So it looks like this niche right now, you want to be selling to our wine snobs, or the people who are really into wine, the people who kind of have a hobby over it. So if you have any high-end clients or high-end customers that would be into this kind of thing, then it looks like these are some great opportunities. It would definitely look like you could sell these products expensive too. You could definitely have a nice profit margin with some of these things, because if these things are as nice as they look with the fancy and how fancy some of these designs are, I would not be afraid to sell something like that at a very high price. And then, you know, we can see we have some bottle openers, wine fridge. If you guys are interested in seeing the rest of this list, then you can just let me know and I'll put this in an Excel file so you guys can look into it. But yeah, it looks like there's some really cool products, but let's get into the niche that you guys are probably a bit more interested in, because a lot of you are selling products in this niche and it's at a 10. Alright, so our next niche, which is at a 10, is hiking.
Without a doubt, coming out into nature is one of the neatest things there is to do, but you also have to be careful. That's why I always try to pack a gun. It's just a little bit, pack some heat.
Okay, so obviously hiking is seasonal. It's not going to be something that's popular year-round, but right now it is on fire, so it's at its peak popularity right now, and the trend is rising. So it's not just emerging, meaning it's starting to show a little bit of growth. It's actually showing accelerated growth. So hiking right now with a Keylitic score of 10 is something you all absolutely need to be jumping on. So let's look at some of the products that are most popular in the space right now. We can see that hiking backpack, hiking socks, hiking boots for women, hiking poles, hiking gear, hiking boots for men, hiking shoes, socks. So I'm seeing a lot of things in regards to apparel. Most of these are things you wear when you're hiking, so you can think about that if you want to generate a store around things you can wear when you're hiking. Shoes, things especially have to do with the feet, so hiking socks, shoes for men, women. I know backpacks. A lot of you guys, for some reason, are absolutely obsessed with backpacks. I think it's because they have a decent margin, depending on what you're selling. So let's go to AliExpress. Let's see if we can find some cool hiking backpacks that you guys could sell. I know you guys have probably seen a lot of these through your stores. You can see it's actually so popular that there's a bunch of different niches AliExpress recommends for you. So there's climbing bags, running bags, gym bags. I'm not sure what the popularity of those are, and hunting bags. But if you guys want to do your own search on Keylitic, see if there's any demand for those types of things, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, the prices are what you would expect, which means these are probably very high quality products. If the average price is going for $20, $19, you know, I would assume you probably sell something like that for $50, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, you know, just kind of depending on the kind of profit margin you're trying to make. It looks like a lot of the features on these backpacks have an option where you can charge your devices through them backpack. That's obviously really clutch if you're camping or you're going out with things like that. I mean, a lot of these designs are pretty nice. It looks like, I mean, there's so many different options, which is good. There's different colors, there's different features. So whatever you guys think would look best for your store, if there's any personal preferences you guys have, I think those would all do really well. I actually think something like this would do really well. See, it's selling right now for $45 on AliExpress. It looks like it has a built-in chair into it, which is really cool. That's something that's unique. I'm not seeing that in a lot of other backpacks. So things that are unique are things that you should absolutely be trying to sell, especially when you're drop shipping. Things that people would look at and it'll create an impulse purchase. Like, wow, you know, that's not something you could find every day in a store. And so this right here, I'd have to do a bit more research to look into the quality. Let's actually click it right now. Let's see what it's looking for. So the price right now, they are saying it's normally $90. So that's a price you could probably sell it at yourself, and it looks like you could probably make, you know, you double your profit. Yeah, so it has the built-in chair. That's really cool, and it folds right in. That's really nice. I'm not sure how I feel about this little text up front right here, but you know, if you could find something like this where this is like a very unique feature on a product, I think that's really cool. It looks like they also have coupons. So when they advertise things like this, someone from AliExpress, if you actually have a big audience or you think you can move a lot of these products, you could actually contact these sellers directly and say, hey, listen, I'm doing a drop shipping store. First of all, is it okay if I drop ship your products? Second of all, can you give me some kind of rate? Because we have a pretty large audience and we feel like we can move a lot of products for you. And if we could come with some kind of deal, you could possibly lower this maybe a couple of the bucks, maybe, you know, $42 or $41. That sounds like it's not a big deal, but think about that. That's $3 extra you could be putting into your Facebook marketing, which could help you reach a couple of thousand extra people. So something like that could be super useful for you. Don't be afraid to leverage and negotiate prices, because people are always doing that. And you can say right now it's 50% off, 6 days left. That's nonsense. They normally they're never actually going to keep these consistent. And you can see this actually only has one sale right now. That doesn't mean it's not popular, because there are a lot of searches for things like this. That just might mean this seller's having a hard time moving this product, or it's a new listing. So that also gives you more leverage when you're negotiating with the supplier and saying, hey, listen, you only have 8 orders right now and 1 review. We can help you move some of these products so that you can actually get some more sales coming through, and you can move some of these products as well. Because when you're drop shipping, if you don't sell anything, as far as your end, it's not a huge deal. You have some sunk costs in marketing, but these people actually have backpacks that they have to pay for warehousing, for storing these backpacks, and these costs add up over time, and they want to move more products than they have these things just sitting in a warehouse. So don't be afraid to use your business skills and your negotiating skills and be able to negotiate. And when you're looking at things like these, things that have low orders, again, think like a business and think the value you can provide for people selling these products, and you can probably get a discounted price, which will help with your pricing if you get into a sniping kind of arrangement with other sellers, which hopefully you don't get into that situation. But yeah, so just don't forget, don't be afraid to negotiate and contact your manufacturers and suppliers directly, and that will be a great way to help lower your costs. All right, that's going to wrap up the video. So the 2 niches that you should be exploring right now are wine and hiking. These are 2 niches I think you can move a lot of products. They're both seasonal, so they're not going to be great for you year-round, but as far as right now, try and find a couple of products in that space for yourself, and I think you can do really well. So if you want to try Keylitic for yourself, we're still in our beta. What we're doing is we're taking customers at a first-come, first-served basis, because we don't want too many people on the platform while we're still trying to find out some bugs and add more features. So if you want to use Keylitic at a discounted price, what you're going to do is go down to the link below. There's going to be a survey, a Google form like we had last week in the last video. You're going to fill that out. If you're selected, I'm going to contact you on Facebook, so make sure you leave your Facebook link in that survey, and I will Facebook message you if you get picked. It's really just going to be first come, first serve, so if you don't get picked, I'm sorry, but if you do get picked, then you'll have the option to choose which pricing you want. We are at a discount right now, so normally we're going to be at $30 a month. We're charging right now $20 a month. If our annual, normally if it would cost you $360, it's only going to cost you $75. So these are massive savings that you're going to be able to jump on right now. And my development team thinks we could probably fit 10 to maybe 15 people comfortably while we're still trying to scale and add features. So if you're interested, you can comment down below or fill out that survey and I will be in touch with you. So that's going to wrap up the video. Get on those niches and I will be back next week with 2 more niches that you should be jumping on. So, peace!